Hello, I'm JC and welcome. This pick a card reading will be about what new spiritual gifts you will receive from the divine and their advice on how to deal with them. Alright, so for disclaimer, please keep in mind that this reading is for entertainment purposes only. This is a general reading, so be sure to maintain balance between your intuition, discernment, and logic. And please do not become attached nor fixated with this reading and the outcome. Okay, so here we have 5 piles to choose from. You want to be able to choose however way your intuition works best for you, utilizing as well as your gut instincts and your gut feelings. Choose what you gravitate towards, what grabs your attention, what pulls you in, what stands out to you if need be. And that may be with the crystals provided, choosing a number from 1 to 5, saying it out loud, looking at the timestamps to see if a sequence might also grab your attention, and feel free to choose however many piles you feel guided to do. Alright, so from left to right, we have for number 1, the Green Agate, number 2, Peach Agate, number 3, Yellow Agate, number 4, the Magenta Agate, number 5, the dark blue agate. If you need more time, please pause the video and let's proceed with your reading. Hello to those of you who chose number 1 with the Green Agate. Let's see what new spiritual gifts you will receive from the divine, and let's see what advice they have for you and how to deal with them. Alright, so we have watermelon. Have fun with your inner child. Synchronicity. Airplane. Spread your wings and fly. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Moon, we have Chakra Balance Cycles. Out of chaos comes creation. We have Chrysotil, Animals. Focus on the details. Passion. And we have 4 cards for your advice, but I will pull this at the end. Alright, so what I'm getting from your reading is that the new spiritual abilities that you're going to receive here is that I feel like the spiritual abilities that you already have will increase. I feel like you could end up seeing signs and synchronicities a lot more, repetitive patterns and coincidences that are actual synchronicities. Again, with focus on the details, I see that you're going to be able to pinpoint those signs, and it's difficult to avoid them and ignore them. I'm also seeing synchronicities involving animals. I feel like those are your angels and guides trying to make you aware of something important here. It could help you focus on what it is that you need to do for yourself in pursuing a passion. Let me see what else I'm getting here. Establishing a business within spirituality. I feel like they're letting you know these signs because you are going through a spiritual awakening. Things may feel chaotic, but it's necessary to push you in that spiritual direction because you have a purpose and fulfilling here in regards to your spiritual gifts and abilities in order to utilize them to help people, to heal people, to elevate people, especially with the airplane here. to help people become more enlightened, to evolve and mature, to transform for the better, to also bring a bit of joy and harmony into people's world, to help people and inspire people and empower people to follow their inner heart's desires, to tap into their inner child, to be able to find joy amongst the chaos, to be able to see the beauty in all circumstances and still find hope and possibility here. You do have deep spiritual abilities here. Deep down, you may not be fully aware of it, but you definitely are intuitive with the moon card. You definitely have that psychic energy, and I feel like you're able to tap into your intuition a lot more and your psychic energy, your spiritual connection, while utilizing your creative talents and skills. I feel like you have a way of tapping into your intuition when you are utilizing something very creative and artistic that's true to your inner child, your essence, your soul, your being, and your passion here. And I feel like that will advance and grow and prosper as you establish your own business, your own occupation, being an entrepreneur, or being someone very nurturing and compassionate, really good at taking care of people, having this maternal energy or paternal energy, being open to innovative ideas and creating something healing and soothing and beneficial for not just you, but for those around you and those you impact here. I feel like you have a way of, once again, bringing hope to people and possibilities in difficult times of distress, despair, depression, and anxiety. You find a way to distract people, not necessarily fully, like you give this form of escapism to help people, find some sense of stability in their life and hope once again. That is a beautiful healing quality that you have, and I feel like it will grow all the more and will assist you within your passions and with other people's passions as well. So yeah, pay attention to the signs that you will see. Do your research, because I feel like there's more depth and wisdom to obtain from those circumstances, and it will assist you in your journey. Listen to your intuition. See where it leads you in this journey, and the researching with what's going on in your life. I feel like you're all about stability and having a solid foundation here. And it may freak you out a little, having these coincidences that you can't explain, that just seems illogical, but it's there and you can't ignore it. Know that these are signs from, again, divine beings that are here to help you and assist you in pursuing something that is beneficial not just to you, but to those around you, to those you impact and inspire here, to those you affect in a positive way. All right. And also, yeah, tapping into your creativity will also help you to elevate your abilities and grow and mature your abilities even further. Tapping into a positive place of enjoyment and fulfillment here is also going to help assist and grow your abilities. I feel like this is something that's going to come naturally to you. You may not pay attention to it fully due to you focusing on some sort of creative endeavor, but know that it's there. And if you're seeing the signs, it's because you're here to use something with your creativity to help heal people in some way that is actually spiritual without you being aware of it as well. And I also feel like you're really in touch with nature and the animals. Like you could utilize some sort of nature aesthetic or animal aesthetic to also help bring people joy, as well as some sort of talent with animals that could also be healing here. And you could have totems, guides, animal guides that are here to help you and assist you. Let me see what else I'm getting here. You have that loving and compassionate nature to you. I feel like animals will also act abnormally and will gravitate towards you as well. Pay attention to that. I feel like you have this connection with animals. You could even know what they're feeling in some way. You could be an empath and be able to tell what certain animals need, want, and are feeling in the moment here. All right, let me get some advice here from the divine to help assist you with this. With your new abilities coming through that may overwhelm you, such as seeing these signs and synchronicities that may freak you out. Okay, so we have lucid dream awareness opportunities. So what I'm getting from this is that pay attention to these signs, because I feel like they're leading you to awareness, gaining a better sense of awareness, and opportunities to not miss out on. Also, another thing I wish to note, if you see certain synchronicities and repetitive patterns, repetitive numbers, especially on your clock, your watch, your phone, pay attention to those numbers, especially if they are able to be associated with a date of some sort, like any number that leads up to, 31. Basically, those have to do with significant dates. All right? Any repetitive numbers past 31, like if you see on a clock like 5:31 or June, like 6:30, it's because that if you see those repetitive numbers consistently, it's because that has to do with the significant date. But if you see repetitive numbers beyond that can't be put into a date per se, then it's possible that those are messages that you need to try to understand and do your research. Look it up online to help you understand what that message is trying to relate to you. That may help you in the moment. Also, another number I'm tripping over and jumbling over my words. I apologize. If you see a number like 111, that can be used or specified as a significant date, a birthday, or it could also talk about manifestation. So you also want to look up numerology, because I feel like that can also assist you. Knowing the numbers from 1 to 9 and the master numbers, because those have significant meanings, such as each number holds a significant frequency and message from the divine and universe, since that is how they communicate as well. But also, like the numbers 111, 1111 could signify, manifestation. Like 222s could be significant to Archangel Raphael or Archangel Gabriel. It depends, and that could also pertain to a message or a significant date. Pay attention to that. Do your research and try to, write it down, jot it down, those repetitive numbers as well, and do your research and write down and take notes where it could potentially be a significant date, the meaning behind the numerology as well, and any connections to divine beings such as angels. I feel like there's going to be a lot more depth that will assist you, especially on your creative journey or understanding your abilities. All right, let's see what else we have here. Can I put this up here? Let's see. Okay. Next, we have apologize. I feel like with this card, you are someone who has been through hardships. You have even suffered possibly a loss. You know how to, how do I say it? Give your condolences, bring about closure and harmony in difficult times. You know how to comfort people. Is the word consolidate as well, or counsel? I'll check that out, but that's the word that was popping up for me. Let me know if that may apply here. If not, disregard it. But yeah, you're able to also consolidate. That's what I'm getting. If it doesn't make sense, please disregard it. I apologize. But that's what I'm channeling here. As well as you're able to basically comfort people in times of distress or loss. I'm getting, you could also potentially talk to departed loved ones. You're able to channel messages, or you're able to be quite the empath and sense the energy around you, knowing if they are at peace, and also knowing the confliction and the resentment and the anger, the frustration within people suffering this loss. You're able to sense that. Let me see what else I'm getting here. With apologize, you're learning about forgiving and forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, being more understanding and loving and nurturing, especially towards yourself and others. You have that, again, empathetic energy here. Let's see. And I feel like forgiveness is also going to help you find closure, as well as liberation and freedom here. So learn to make peace when you go through these difficult circumstances, because I feel like that's going to help you to, you know, be a leader and to lead by example and to help others find peace and closure themselves. I feel like you have that endurance. You have that perseverance to carry forward and to do what is necessary. You're able to learn from the situation, find the beauty in it, find the blessing in disguise within the circumstance in order to see hope, in order to see the gratitude, the appreciation of the circumstances, to understand what it is that you need to appreciate and know that there's still more to hold on to that is for the best here. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We have throat chakra. The angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. Yes, you are an amazing communicator. This is an important skill that you will definitely learn to develop and advance in to help assist people. All right, keep that in mind, and also do some throat chakra exercises to help you. Also, you have a healing voice, so not only could you be a positive speaker and an inspirational, motivational speaker or communicator, you are also really possibly have a talent for singing. You heal people with your vocals, your voice, your communication, your singing as well. You know how to get your point across. You know how to relay messages and get certain messages and potentially criticism, constructive criticism across, as well as information and knowledge, wisdom, depth, and guidance. Okay, last but not least, we have clairvoyance. Archangel Raziel, and I apologize if I mispronounce that, or Raziel. I'm helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can see clearly. You can clearly see heavenly love. All right, so this is a confirmation here that you are clairvoyant. But not only that, know that if you have your third eye chakra awakened, you also have your crown chakra awakened, because they are essentially connected. They're close to each other. If you're clairvoyant, chances are you have your other clairs activated, but I feel like this is the most prominent one you're able to work with. The reason why you're clairvoyant, you have this ability, because it's also confirming what you're able to see here, what you're able to pick up on like no one else is picking up on, such as synchronicities, focusing on the details, seeing the repetitive signs and patterns. That is also a form of clairvoyance. Your guides, the divine, they are using you as a conduit, as a vessel to, you know, explore this connection, because we all have this connection, but I feel like it's more open and easily accessible. Not so easily accessible, but you're allowing this depth to come through to you in order to pick up on things that will help assist you spiritually and on your journey, on your path. So again, you are this conduit, and you're able to channel and see the information that the divine is trying to relay to you. You're able to see things on a spiritual plane, on a spiritual level, that is going to not only assist you, but also assist others when you use it responsibly and for the right reasons here. Or else it can become blocked in some cases, or overwhelm you even more and stress you out. But I feel like you'll be able to find that balance. You will see that understanding. you have that, how should I put it? Sorry, the word is not popping up. I'm usually a better writer than a speaker, so I'm sorry with my awkward communication, but the word I'm trying to relay here in regards to you are someone who is moral and ethic towards using these abilities for the right reasons. I feel like you are quite considerate and understanding and mature and responsible in using these abilities for the right reasons I'm picking up on energetically here. All right? But if that's not fully the case, please keep this in mind. This is not something that, you know, you want to abuse. But I feel like you won't be able to regardless, because I feel like there will be repercussions and consequences in that regard as well. Alright, but I feel like it's all an opportunity to learn and to grow and to evolve, to mature, to be a better version of yourself. And I feel like you are establishing that. So let me see if I'm picking up on anything else here. So yeah, I feel like you are going to better develop your clairvoyance. I feel like you possibly had said a prayer, a spell. You've asked or put your intentions out there to receive help and guidance to show you the way and the path you are meant to, you know, pursue and go on. Well, this is your answer here. This is the divine letting you know with these signs and synchronicities that this is a wake-up call into your spiritual journey, your spiritual path that you are meant to go on. And it's going to vary for each of you. Again, you don't have to take utilizing spiritual abilities so seriously, but in a sort of subconscious way, in a small, subtle way where you can utilize it through your creativity, able to gather ideas and epiphanies, be able to visualize your creation into your reality. Also really good with manifesting here, but also getting in touch with your creative endeavors, your passions, being able to be inspired and create something out of your own imagination, out of your own dreams as well. Bring that into your reality and allow this creativity to not just affect you in a positive way and heal you in some way, but also to inspire and, you know, heal others as well. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here for those of you who chose this reading. I also feel like you manifesting this or you working with this is also going to attract more opportunities and growth that will also even assist you even further. Alright, so yeah, let me know if this will resonate with you, if you enjoyed this, if it has helped or healed you in some way. Thank you for watching. I wish you all the best. Much love and light, and take care. Sorry guys, one more thing I needed to add with lucid dreaming and the moon card. Also pay attention to your dreams. I feel like your dreams, repetitive dreams, could also have important insight and messages. Also feel free, like you don't have to take your dreams literally. That may apply to some sort of theme. I feel like there's a deeper, significant meaning beneath the surface of that dream. So I feel like it's important for you to also jot down how this made you feel, if you're able to remember it, or do your research if you are able to recall your dreams that definitely was able to be sustained within your memory. Do your research upon it and see what could possibly be the deeper meaning behind it that may relay a message that could give you some sort of wisdom and guidance within your journey, within your path as well. And also, you might also pick up on the visitations of other beings or spirits within those dreams. Not to freak you out, but that's what I'm getting here. I feel like you have some sort of understanding and clarity to some degree in regards to this matter, because I don't feel like there's nothing talking about how you need to protect yourself, because I feel like you're already aware of this. But feel free to pick another pile if you feel guided to do so for more depth, insight, and messages that may help assist you. But if you are concerned about being able to protect yourself, especially in regards to your dreams, Again, do your research. I will also try to do another reading in regards to that. But this is the advice I'm getting you. I feel like you know how to shield yourself. You understand. I feel like you could also work with prayers, envisioning a white light to engulf you or embrace you. Not just you, but your property, your entire home, your entire property, to envision, white light engulfing it all. May also help assist you. Calling upon the archangels as well. I feel like you could also, pray or, do spell work for that, etc. All right, so that's it. Once again, I'm so sorry and take care. I'm so sorry, guys. One more thing. I keep messing up. I try to control things to the best of my abilities, but things are apparently out of my control, and I'm Scorpio. So another thing I needed to add, since I feel like you're all about your stability and structure, I feel like you're also learning how to ground yourself, since the watermelon card here is associated with the root chakra, the watermelon color associated with red, the root chakra, and we also have passion here, the red here once again. And Queen of Pentacles also talks about stability, building a stronger foundation for yourself, allowing yourself to receive, to build, a solid foundation. I feel like you are also learning to, find that stability. Even when things get chaotic, I feel like you're also subconsciously working with your root chakra in order to find stability. When things are stressful or overwhelming you and causing distress, I feel like you find naturally ways to help you to calm down or to ground yourself and to focus on something that can bring you joy in the heat of the moment or give you hope in the heat of the moment. But I feel like you're also going to be able to utilize those abilities and qualities to help others as well in their times of distress. I feel like you know how to handle that situation naturally without you realizing it, and I feel like you're going to find a way to do so for others. So, okay, that's it, and take care. And I'm so sorry, guys. I'm really prone to this. And I'm a Scorpio. I'm trying so hard to, keep this professional and well established, but, I've learned and experienced that things don't always happen the way you want them to, and the way you try so hard to control it to be. So yeah, that's it. I wish you all the best. My apologies, and take care once again. Hello to those of you who chose number 2 with the Peach Agate. Let's see what new spiritual abilities you will receive from the divine and their advice on how to deal with them. Alright, so we have Magenta. Connect to your deepest inner knowing. We have physical activity. Bridge, stay strong and remain connected to what is important to you. We have foundation, root chakra, hematite. Foundation is what the castle of your soul is built upon. We have the Hierophant, 8 of Pentacles, and I apologize for any noises you may hear in the background. Black Obsidian, the Shadow. Connect to your higher self. Potential. As you can see here, we have a lot of root chakra energy. And here we have 4 cards for your advice, your divine advice on how to deal with your spiritual abilities. I will save that for later. Alright, so With your new spiritual ability that you will receive here from the divine, I'm getting that you are going to have the ability to channel. You're able to connect with the energy, the conscious energy of the divine, the higher power, as well as those who may be departed and those who are potentially still alive. You're able to pick up on things energetically. You're able to channel. You're able to pick up on thoughts or random thoughts that are not of your own thinking and thought process. Be able to potentially do automatic writing. Let me see what else I'm getting here. You're able to also channel divine messages, pick up on things. Let me see. For some of you, I feel like you could also be an empath due to so much root chakra. I feel like even though empaths is more associated with the sacral chakra or solar plexus, but I'm getting here that you're able to pick up things energetically that it may overwhelm you at times. So I feel like there's a sense of needing to shield yourself, protect yourself. Black obsidian is a crystal that can help shield your energy as well as hematite. Let me see. And we have black here. But I feel like deep down you have a way of knowing how to ground yourself and shield yourself where necessary. You are able to connect to your intuition and to your spiritual abilities. I feel like you do have all your chakras activated with the magenta color here. I feel like you know how to connect with each of your chakras in the best way possible, especially when you do physical activity. Like you could do yoga, and that helps like do certain yoga exercises to help with your crown chakra, your heart chakra, and all other chakras. You could do certain activities to help also exercise and better develop your use of your chakras. You are divinely connected with bridge here. You're able to stay grounded and rooted to your faith and intuition, especially with the Hierophant here. You have this strong sense of faith and try to establish this strong, solid foundation in regards to your faith, your spiritual practices, and spiritual matters. I feel like you're possibly going to utilize your spiritual abilities that you gain within a career. I'm also getting here with the Eight of Pentacles, like you are definitely mastering your abilities. You're developing your skills here with your abilities. Let's see. And I also feel like you have many talents and skills. You may subconsciously and naturally use your abilities within those skills as well. May not even realize it, especially with doing physical activity and exercises. That also helps to develop your connection with nature, with energy, with the divine, because you're taking really good care of yourself. You're doing your best to build a solid structure, a solid foundation, being more grounded and rooted, being present in the moment, and being at, peace and harmony. When things get chaotic or difficult, I feel like you're tapping into your power, you're stepping into your power, your confidence, and asserting yourself where need be, but also getting in tune with your sense of oneness and being, being in alignment here. I feel like also getting in touch with these abilities, awakening, or these abilities coming to you, especially as epiphanies, being able to channel these messages, I feel like it's helping you to come into alignment and to establish better habits, especially to subconsciously and naturally, without you being aware, doing healthier habits for your own well-being, such as, doing certain physical activities that you are, starting off with, beginning to apply to your regime, your routine here. I feel like it could also, you could be starting out with yoga and work your way up, Pilates, cardio, etc. And without you realizing, you'll be, accomplishing these goals that's going to help your, well-being and your vitality. Let me see what else I'm getting here. I feel like you've gone through a difficult circumstances, a dark night of the soul situation. You've struggled with anxiety, with depression, with so many complications and stress that you were able to gather the wisdom from it all in order to help you, gain wisdom and to bring forth as guidance. I feel like you were able to understand the beauty of it all, why things happen the way that they have happened, or why they had to have happened, or potentially so, or you see the reason and purpose behind everything. You're able to see the bigger picture, to be more perspective and open-minded to some degree, but also, remain grounded and still be able to tap into your practical and logical side where necessary here. I feel like you were able to also find discernment, enlightenment, and awareness here. Let me see what else I'm getting here. So yeah, I feel like the new ability is being able to channel a lot more clearly. Receive messages more, how should I say it? Eloquently or fluently here. Like it's going to flow more naturally and easily. Because not only are you able to shield yourself, you're able to let this energy flow through you. Because you are in alignment. You're in a better alignment with yourself. You're definitely connecting with your intuition a lot better and strengthening that. And I feel like it will even more strengthen when you establish those better habits. And it could not only just pertain to physical activity, but also, physical activity is also, establishing better habits and, nutrition, because you are basically, grabbing, the right kinds of foods, ingesting them, etc. That is also a physical activity in a sense, starting to, find that structure and organization in, grabbing and choosing the things that are best for you inside and out. Let's see. Because your health is its own physical activity, because your body is, doing its process to absorb nutrients and to be able to receive and obtain energy, to be able to function a lot better. I feel like your stamina and your energy will also receive a boost here while you naturally start to establish those better habits, even subconsciously here, like you're not going to be fully aware of it, but it's helping you build a much better alignment with yourself, with your divine connection. It's bridging any gaps. I feel like you're really good with taking care of things, and you have the potential to utilize this ability as your career. I'm getting here, or working on other skills. I feel like these abilities are going to help you, guide you in the right direction to focus on skills that are productive and practical for you, that is to your benefit, but not just your benefit, the benefit of others. Like with the Hierophant here, I feel like you're going to be this positive influence and source of inspiration and guidance, wisdom, depth, and, faith. This spiritual authority here, where you guide people in the right direction. You find a way to take really good care of people and help them to find a solid foundation, to be in alignment with themselves, and to, protect themselves, to take better care of themselves and their well-being. Their overall well-being, their mind, their body, their spirit, their emotion, etc., their intelligence. Alright, so let's get into the advice here. We have premonition, prophecy. So what this tells me here is that you might be prone to receiving deja vus. Like all of a sudden you've were able to visualize something, or you've dreamed of something and all of a sudden it happens. It could be like a short moment or even longer. I feel like you're able to also receive visions, or I feel like you're clairvoyant here. It could be that your third chakra is also activated, especially with the magenta here, as well as your crown chakra, since you're able to connect to your higher self, and your solar plexus. Able to definitely get in touch with your gut feelings, your gut instincts. Like, for some of you, you may not be fully connected spiritually, like into this whole spiritual matter. You could just have really good gut instincts, intuitive knowing. Like, you know where not to go. You know who could be, like, a really bad person to be around. Like, you know, like, not to go down this road or this direction. You have this feeling, and sometimes you're able to find that confirmation and validation in regards to those feelings. Like, you'll all of a sudden see why you weren't supposed to go down that way, like you felt like you weren't supposed to go down that way, or why this person gave you this wrong vibe, like you felt their intentions to some degree. Like, you can rely on your gut instincts and your feelings at times here, when you're also able to back it up with facts. Like, you do give the benefit of the doubt at times, or when necessary here, but I feel like you're starting to see that ability evolve here. And with prophecy, I feel like you could also be someone potentially into astrology, you know, learning about the stars, the signs, horoscope, transits, etc. Let me see what else I'm getting here. I feel like you're able to do predictions. Like, you could utilize divination for predictions, or you're able to channel messages that, you know, turn out to be valid and see things unfold. You're able to pick up on that. Premonitions essentially here, of course. And feel free to do more research in regards to that. We have you already know. So basically, this is confirmation that you already know that you have these abilities. So in regards to this, because you already know, and we're talking about new spiritual abilities, there's going to be an upgrade in regards to you having these abilities. And also, I'm just getting that with you already know, like, again, you have those gut feelings, those intuitive nudges. Also, I'm getting claircognizant, like you're able to know things without reason, without explanation, without any logical facts. And it turns out to, once again, be confirmed and validated in present moment or present circumstance. Depends. Like, you're able to see, you know, the facts come to light later on, potentially here. So yeah, it's like you know things. So you also have that clair activated, being claircognizant, and also that associates with channeling the divine. Let's see what else. Shield yourself. So yeah, protect yourself from harsh or fear-based energies by envisioning a cocoon of healing light surrounding you. So once again, we have so much root chakra here because I feel like you are someone who's extremely sensitive, especially with the Hierophant here. Like, you are able to master your abilities, but I feel like you may struggle from time to time with your sensitivity, especially potentially being an empath, especially since I feel like it's definitely associated here. What I'm getting from this, with you being this empath, I feel like you need to be cautious and careful in what it is that you get yourself involved in, when you know deep down that it doesn't do you good, especially with watching the news. You're able to watch the news at a certain point, but if you go beyond that in regards to a certain current event that is happening, that is unfolding, that's continuing to, you know, linger, I feel like you have to cut yourself at some point and shield yourself, because I feel like it can easily overwhelm you and you start to gain anxieties and panic attacks, and it will physically affect you. That's why I'm getting here, like, you need to do some physical activity to help you with that, as well as, you know, having better nutrition and also establishing better habits that's going to be for your own well-being, because I feel like, you know, this could also potentially affect your health. So you want to be cautious, and of course talk with your professional, you know, with your doctors in regards to, you know, dealing with anxieties and all that, okay? It's really important that you do so. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm getting here. But overall, like, I have the same ability here where if I watch the news, and especially with what's going on right now in the world, like, I can, you know, watch the news to, you know, be informed about what's going on in the world, you know, get my facts straight. But if there's continuously so much negativity involving the situation, and continue to see that and process that, it starts to affect me greatly due to my sensitivity and my, you know, compassionate nature in regards to what is happening, not wanting it to happen per se. I feel like it can sometimes get the best of us, but even me, best of me and of us. But I'm also getting here, like, don't let that fool you to believe that you're weak. You're not weak. You are able to persevere and endure and to carry onward. You know, we're all going to have those moments, but know that you still have the power to get back and recuperate and recover from it. It's not something that will be surely long lasting, but it is something that it could be long lasting, but you're able to find mechanisms to cope with the situation in a much, you know, better way. Especially with establishing those better habits here. And also to shield yourself, especially from any type of negative energy. Envision yourself being engulfed, embraced in white light, golden white light, whatever light you associate with that helps give you that sense of security and comfort and healing and protection. Envision that surrounding you, protecting you, not letting anything trespass your own well-being, your energy, yourself, your property, your home. You can even envision that white light surrounding your home, your property, your loved ones, yourself included, of course, or that white light embodying, or that light embodying you and your surroundings that are sacred to you. And also call upon the archangels or whatever higher power you believe in that you associate with for protection and for guidance as well, and for healing. Even call upon God, again, your higher power, whatever you believe in. Do spell work, manifestation, magic to help, you know, bring in that protection, strengthen your root chakra as well, and your abilities. All right. And we have courage. So yeah, Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. I feel like you are potentially unaware of your bravery, of your courage, of the strength you have within you. Whoops, sorry. I feel like you do have this courage and you do have the strength due to all this root chakra surrounding you. I feel like you know how to protect yourself, and also you know how to shield yourself. You do have that power. And when things get a little scary and chaotic, especially with the current events, I feel like you know how to find a way to tough it out, but in your way, your own way. Not in, like, the expectations of others. Like, I feel like you might get bullied sometimes for you being so sensitive, but you have a way to bounce back and not let, you know, that negativity get the best of you, and having other people's tough love try to get the best of you. Like, you have your own way of persevering. So work with what works best for you and your sensitivity, and helps you to endure and persevere to the best of your ability. All right. But yeah, with Bridge here, stay strong and remain connected to what is important to you. You have that capacity, you have that potential, you have that power within you, and you are stepping within it. I feel like you are definitely doing so. And once again, I feel like connecting to your higher self, if you already know about these abilities, I feel like it's going to get even stronger. It's going to possibly be even more overwhelming, especially with you being in alignment. But I feel like you're going to be able to ground yourself, shield yourself, learn how to better adapt to the strength of your own abilities and nature here. You will definitely learn to, establish better habits as well to assist you. And feel free to also channel divine messages from the divine, your higher power here. I feel like they could also give even more important insight. I feel like you probably haven't getting around to that. Do so, and I feel like important messages may come through. I myself have to get onto that because it's been a while since I've channeled the divine. Write in a journal and channel their messages. But I feel like there could be important insight in regards to more spiritual abilities coming through, especially in regards to any career you may be pursuing right now. Like, you could be a spiritual teacher, spiritual leader, but I feel like they want to get something across, even that will be even more important to your well-being. So I feel like they want to have a chat with you. So make sure you get around to that when you can. So let's see. Yeah. Overall, you're definitely walking upon a path that not many people, walk upon due to fear. And know that you are a fearless being. That doesn't mean that you're completely out of fear. Sometimes we have fear to, help us understand what, we shouldn't get into in some cases. But I feel like you're able to find the balance in that and still be able to go, take the risks required, necessary, that is for your own well-being here. That's the way you're going to be able to see the truth and understand things better. I'm also getting here, like, you're definitely want to step into the unknown, the void, and find clarity here. So yeah, that's what I'm getting here. I feel like definitely focus on building also a stronger foundation if need be. I feel like you are definitely learning to do so. You definitely have your chakras, your abilities activated here. I feel like you have multiple abilities, spiritual abilities here. Definitely able to connect with the divine quite well. And I feel like you're really good with receiving premonitions, visions of the future or what may occur. I'm picking up on, as well as signs and synchronicities that talk about certain events that may unfold as well. And omens. I'm also getting omens. You're able to read and see omens. Like, you're definitely connected really well, again, with your spiritual abilities, your intuition, your third eye chakra, your crown chakra. And I feel like you're really good with being able to protect yourself and protect others, to banish the negativity or negative spirits as well. I'm picking up on. Like, you have that power. Like, you could also be like an exorcist if need be when it comes down to it. I feel like that could also be part of your line of work. Or just being a spiritual guide to people. A spiritual teacher. Someone of a positive influence and inspiration in regards to spirituality. Alright, so that's what I'm getting here. Know you have the strength to deal with this. That's why it's happening here. Because this is part of your divine plan, I feel. And you know this. Especially with you already know. You're able to tap into that wisdom and divine knowledge here. Alright? And you're definitely stepping into your power. Building your confidence and your foundation. Let me see what else I'm getting here. Yep. So yeah, let me know if this will resonate, if you enjoyed this, if it has helped or healed you in some way. Thank you for watching. I wish you all the best. Much love and light, and take care. Hello to those of you who chose number 3 with the Yellow Agate. Let's see what new spiritual abilities you will receive from the divine and their advice on how to handle them. We have Tangerine. Be spontaneous and have fun. We have Compassion. We have flood. Express the ocean of your emotion. We have compassion again. Heart chakra, jade. Compassion. Resolve your conflicts with compassion. We have the star. We have the lovers. We have clarity. Meditation. Selenite, spiritual awakening. And I also have 4 cards here for your advice from the divine on how to handle your spiritual abilities. Whoops. I will save this for later. Alright, so with your new spiritual abilities, I feel like you're going to definitely receive a lot of signs, synchronicities, clarity here. You're able to know things, you're able to channel things. Okay, I'm getting you're very empathetic. You are an empath here. With flood, express the ocean of your emotion. You're extremely sensitive. You have a big heart, a big caring heart. Since you're so sensitive, you're also able to pick up on negative energies, negativity so easily, or pick up on the energies, the emotions of other people around you. I feel like you could also be like an introvert, like you don't like to surround yourself too much around other people. It just makes you uncomfortable. You are definitely a healer, a light worker here. You are definitely divinely connected. And also you're going through a spiritual awakening. And it's this is something that's becoming so overwhelming for you. Okay, I'm also getting here, like you could have this connection with star seeds. Like you could or possibly may have been a star seed here. Since they are known for having this sensitivity to this 3D physical realm, since the realm that they reside in is a much higher and elevated, and here in the 3D there's so much toxicity and negativity, and it's like a weight, a burden that drains your soul, that, you know, brings about fear and despair and anxieties here, and you're definitely very sensitive to all that. But despite that, you have a big heart in this compassionate, nurturing nature, and where you definitely embody love, and you're able to try to bring about love in any situation and to try to tap into it to help assert yourself and to guide you through these difficult circumstances, through the chaos, to hold on to that, to see the hope, to see the clarity with love. You're definitely capable of channeling the divine. I feel like you could also be clairvoyant here, see things with clarity. You're able to pick up on things, see things, and know that they are divinely guided here. Very intuitive. I'm also getting here because you are so sensitive, you need to learn how to, you know, tap into positive things that can distract you and bring about joy and fun. Learning to tap into the things that bring about fun into your life. Like, you know, dancing, listening to your favorite song and dancing, watching your favorite movie. That's quite uplifting here. Getting involved with some sort of hobby or activity that can kind of put you in the right mindset as well. I'm picking up on. And with channeling, I feel like you're going to be able to, you know, channel messages. And by that, since you are so empathetic, you are so sensitive, you are an empath, you're able to channel random thoughts that are not of your own mindset, that are not of your own thoughts and thinking, and you feel like you're going nuts, you're going insane, you're going crazy. Like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I thinking like this if this isn't really me? that's basically an indication that, hey, you had these spiritual abilities of connecting to other people's energies, their emotions, their feelings, their persona. And it can sometimes get the best of you, and know that you're not going insane. This is definitely part of that ability. But also keep in mind that if things are getting really hectic, make sure you talk to a professional, a doctor if need be. I want you to make sure that you take really good care of your health and well-being first and foremost. All right? But this is just from some of the experience that I have gone through. Like sometimes, you know, you're feeling something, you're picking up on something that isn't really coming from you, but you end up finding out that it's coming from someone else. Like, why am I thinking this way? Why am I feeling this way? Only to find out that someone, you know, was verbally stating out loud what you were feeling from them. And it was able to confirm and validate, like, oh my God, I was able to pick up on that. That is so weird. Like, how is it that I was able to pick up on their emotions, their thought process, their persona? And it's not like saying you're a mind reader, but you're able to read their energy more so than their mind. Because sometimes our thoughts are also connected with our emotions. And that is part of, you know, their energy, their spirit, and you're able to channel that. So that's why I'm also getting you're like a really strong channeler with meditation. Also, meditating might help to balance and to shield you, as well as listening to calming music to help you distract yourself, or finding some space to yourself to, you know, find that peace and harmony. And especially in doing something that gives you that peace and harmony. And with meditation, being able to channel, like, you don't have to sit there for 10 minutes and try to connect to some sort of message. No, it could happen quite instantly. All you have to do is just not think. And by not think, like, try not to focus on so much that's happening in the current moment, and just leave your mind blank and see what pops in. It helps to tap into this connection, this focus of what the divine might say, by like jotting down a journal, getting a journal and jotting down what randomly pops up into your mind. That you're not forcing, that you're not, you know, thinking yourself. And that's an indication of channeling here. Like that random inner voice that isn't you, but something else. All right. Let's see what else I'm getting here. With the Lover's card, again, you have a big heart. I feel like you are someone who's definitely going to utilize your sensitivity to your greatest potential here, to your strength, and doing something that is quite healing, entertaining, and connects really well with people. Like, you know how to get through to people. I feel like you could receive a lot of admiration and attention in regards to what it is that you do to help heal people. Let me see what else. I feel like you could become someone within the spotlight, an influencer of sorts, a spiritual teacher, spiritual leader, spiritual guru, or an entertainer of sorts. Almost like a celebrity status. It depends. Like you, I feel like could be working, utilizing your spiritual abilities in that regard. Again, this is a general reading. It's not going to fully resonate with everyone. Take what may apply to your situation that you're able to validate and confirm, and to some degree capacity here. But more so I'm getting like you're this light worker, you're this healer. You can channel, you can connect to the divine, to higher beings, even to higher celestial esoteric beings such as starseeds as well, and angels, etc. Let me see. And with the Lover's card and spiritual awakening, I'm getting here that you could have been potentially triggered with the immense power of these abilities, acknowledging these abilities, or pursuing a spiritual path due to a twin flame connection or significant soulmate, divine counterpart connection, etc. that may have opened up this gate for you. Alright, and I have a reading in regards to your twin flame experience. I probably will do another reading later on in regards to, you know, what may transpire between you and your twin flame. But right now, I have one that talks about the experience that might pertain to you in some way, that might assist you in this regard. But yeah, I'm getting here like your abilities could have more so developed and enhanced due to this connection, due to the divine bringing this person into your life for a reason, to get you on your path, your purpose, your goals, accomplishing your goals, you know, establishing your own, you know, individuality and originality, pursuing something that is healing, not just for you, but for others. Definitely getting in touch with this divine connection here. So let's check out the advice we have for you from the divine and how to process this, how to handle these abilities, your sensitivity. You definitely are someone who works from your heart chakra for sure. You work out of love. You heal out of love. You embrace and embody love. But I feel like you also have to learn how to not allow yourself to be easily taken advantage of. Learn to shield yourself, assert yourself. You know, I feel like you'll learn to build your confidence with the tangerine card, since this is associated with the sacral chakra. And this is also associated with the solar plexus chakra. With the yellow here, I feel like you're definitely learning to tap into that power, and doing things that are fulfilling for you, that are good and positive and uplifting for you, is going to help you establish better, you know, confidence and empowerment within yourself. As well as with the Lover's card, the root chakra energy I'm getting from the red here. And also definitely coincides with the heart chakra, since it is in regards to love. I feel like you're definitely learning to, you know, find self-acceptance and appreciation for yourself, you know, developing and establishing confidence, empowerment here, and, you know, that assurance and acceptance of who you are, your individuality, and establishing your independence and following your heart's desires. I feel like these spiritual abilities are going to help guide you in the right direction and pursuing something that is fulfilling, passionate, and true to your heart's desires. Allowing you to make better choices for yourself out of love and out of your heart space. And still finding that balance with your mind and your crown chakra here. I feel like you're definitely tapping into all your chakras. You're learning to establish that alignment. Being in alignment with yourself. Being at one with who you are and all that you are. And not having to feel that codependency with others, or having to rely and depend on others, especially for acceptance and to feel like you're somebody. I feel like you're going to find that within yourself, and I feel like this twin flame allowed you to see that about yourself, to establish your own independence, to see the hope and possibility and your own potential to, you know, do what it is that matters to you, that is of value, and to see your own worth and value here. And yeah, you're definitely activating all your chakras, and learning to be in alignment with yourself is going to establish a better connection with yourself and with others, and establishing better habits as well, and helping you to evolve, adapt, and mature where necessary. That will help you to prosper and live your life to the best of your ability and to the fullest here. Alright, so let's see your advice. Nettle, boundaries and caution. So this basically coincides with how I was stating that you're going to be able to, you know, establish those healthy boundaries, a stronger alignment and foundation with yourself, not allowing people to get the best of you. I feel like this is something that you possibly need to work on, but I feel like you will establish here. I feel like you will learn to also be more loving and compassionate towards yourself. But learn to establish those boundaries and assert yourself where need be. You are not alone. Know that you are not alone. You're not the only one who's going through these complications, these struggles. I myself have gone through this matter and even confronted a twin flame that was able to help me find resolve, confront the issues that I've been neglecting, that I've been ignoring or refusing to face, and seeing my own power and knowing that I am deserving of what it is that I so desire. To not, you know, reject myself even further. I feel like you're going to no longer reject yourself. You're not the only one that's going through this journey, this process here. And know that you are not a freak of nature. All right? You are going to establish something here that already resides within you and utilize it to the best of your ability to help people like you. You're going to be able to connect one day with people that have gone through what you've gone through. And one day you're going to be able to overcome your obstacles with the love and the hope you tap into, and help guide people through these circumstances, because you'll gain the wisdom from these circumstances and apply it as guidance. You will know better. You will find that discernment to help you on your path and to help others, to guide others as well, to connect with those people who are in need of your guidance and your assistance due to the experiences you yourself have gone through as well. We have singing and dancing. Again, confirms what I've just been speaking, especially with Tangerine. Getting involved with activities that uplift you, that help you, that see the light, the hope, and possibility, that brings you joy. Get in touch with that, because that is a form of self-care. And it's showing that you do care for yourself, that you do love yourself, and you do want to nurture and take care of your own well-being, because you are deserving of it. Alright, express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of music and movement. I feel like your abilities will enhance in that process. And I feel like this is also an indication that in doing this, you're probably going to be able to confront and face the truth and find resolve, especially in regards to this twin flame connection. I feel like there's something about this significance that is going to help you find resolve as well, that will trigger you in the right direction. Just saying from experience as well, but it's going to vary for each of you. I feel like doing something positive and uplifting for yourself is going to put you in the right place, the right alignment, especially to receive some sort of truth that will assist you on your journey, that will be able to find that self-reflection and understanding in the truth of who you are and what you are here for, what you are meant for. And knowing your own self-worth, your value, and, finding that power, stepping into your power, your confidence, and forgiveness, freeing yourself from any toxic attachments. And I feel like that is also going to have a significance with your twin flame situation as well, I'm picking up on. All right, last but not least, we have Take Back Your Power. Love how synchronistic this is becoming right now. Archangel Raziel, use your God-given power and attention to manifest blessings in your life. So what I'm getting from this is that you tapping into this positive upliftment is going to allow you to see your power and to embrace it, to step into it, to no longer let anything get the best of you, any negativity, any form of, any type of sense of, how should I put it? That rejection, no longer getting the best of you. Because you're going to step into your power. You're going to see your worth and value. The codependency, the attachments, the toxic attachments, your ego, your negative sense of pride and ego, getting the best of you. I feel like you're going to feel that lift. You're going to feel like you're floating. Those burdens being lifted here. You're going to see the blessings and the opportunities coming forth, the miracles, the magic that is within your world, within this world. You're going to, understand your spiritual journey and the spiritual awakening, and there's still more to come, even struggles and complications, but you will be able to handle it accordingly. I feel like you will definitely find that alignment, that empowerment, and be able to focus on what is best for you. That will allow you to grow, evolve, and mature, and to even further establish your own independence, originality, and individuality, that confidence, that growth. All right, let me fix this. So that's what I'm getting for you, for those of you who chose number 3, this reading. Let me see if I'm picking up on anything else. I feel like you will come to this process. You just need to give it time and be more loving and compassionate to yourself. You know, get in touch with your inner child. Have fun. Do unexpected fun things that can uplift you in the moment. Try not to let your sensitivity get the best of you. I feel like you will learn to endure and persevere and adapt to your circumstances a lot better. Just give it time. But know that also with the Star card, this twin flame situation, again, it was like an answered prayer that would help assist you to even bring about more answered prayers and blessings and wishes to come true. Now, in regards to this twin flame being the one for you, you're not going to get that clarity. You're not going to get that confirmation per se, due to the fact that you're not going to attach yourself from this concept. I feel like you're going to learn how to focus on other matters, but appreciate the experience that this has brought upon you, because it gained you a better sense of awareness, discernment, enlightenment, growth, and transformation here. Being in line with yourself, loving yourself, appreciating yourself, and going after your heart's desires. I feel like there will be more to come in regards to this experience, but I feel like this is a symbolic experience that will help you to grow and help you be in more in alignment, especially with your spiritual path and journey, and have a better sense of faith and hope here. I feel like when this moment happens, you're probably going to think like, oh my gosh, like this is probably my answered prayer, this must be the one, etc. It's going to be a process, a lot more learning and growth that will come from the situation. All right? But regardless, you're going to focus on your purpose, your mission, your goals, your heart's desires. You're going to do your best to fulfill that. You're going to gain clarity from this situation. And I feel like you're going to gain even more enlightenment, awareness, and clarity later on. It's just a process. It's going to take some time. You're going to go through a confusion phase. You're going to go through your doubts and such, but I feel like it's all testing you in order to learn how to detach even further and not focus too much on that, because it's only going to stress you out. So focus on what is best for you, what brings you positivity, makes you feel good about yourself and having fun. And I feel like this is something like this person is going to continue to pop up into your mind, but don't let that faze you. It's part of the journey. It's part of the process. I feel like you'll learn to adapt to it. You'll learn to see it just as is, but still not let that get the best of you. Remember not to focus or worry so much about this individual. It's to test you and let you see that your focus is on you. I feel like you won't be able to fully ignore this person because, again, there's a significance to this person helping you in some way. And I feel like that's something that you should not forget, nor you should ever forget, because it's an important part of your experience, and it's going to be an important part of a wisdom that will help you further later on. Alright, so that's what I'm getting here for those of you who chose this reading. Let me know if it will resonate, if you enjoyed this, if it has helped or healed you in some way. I wish you all the best spiritually, especially with these new abilities, especially if you're feeling like overwhelmed with the sensitivity and being an empath. Know that more will come, but you'll learn to understand. You'll learn to handle things better here. And learn to focus on the things that can help assist you with these abilities. You'll learn to establish those boundaries, shield yourself, protect yourself where necessary. You'll find the connection here with other people. You won't feel so alone anymore, is what I'm getting here. You may have felt like you were the black sheep, but now you feel like there's a community out there who you resonate with. You're able to understand and relate with, and it's helping you and guiding you to, be in tune and in better alignment with yourself as well. And I feel like you will pay that forward to others who are in need of this. But don't stress yourself out or worry about how that will come about. Just, go along with the journey, the process, and I feel like things will happen accordingly. All right? Listen to your intuition, see where it guides you and leads you. I feel like it's all part of the, your plan and growth here. Be willing to learn from anything and from everything. Be open to absorbing knowledge and new experiences. Know that your awareness doesn't end. It continues to grow and evolve, no matter what. All right? So yeah, let me know if this, once again, will resonate with you, if you enjoyed this, if it has helped or healed you in some way. Thank you for watching. I wish you all the best. Much love and light, and take care. Hello to those of you who chose number 4 with the Magenta Agate. Let's see what new spiritual abilities you will receive from the divine and their advice on how to handle them. All right, so we have Rainbow. Connect to spirit and nature. Moderation. Purse, wallet, pursue your true wealth. Throat chakra, Larimar, listening. If you want to be heard, learn to listen. We have the 9 of Swords. We have the 2 of Wands. We have self-love, the gift, Scolesite, peace, and we have 4 cards here for your advice from the divine to help assist you with your new spiritual abilities. I will save this for later. Alright, so with the new spiritual abilities that you may receive here is that I feel like you're going to have a stronger connection to being able to sense spirits. With the gift here, I feel like your abilities are being awakened here. I feel like you're going to be very overwhelmed, especially with the 9 of Swords. Especially at night, you feel strong. It feels strongest at night, the sensitivity to spirits around you. Know that with the rainbow colors here, know that you are blessed and you are protected, especially by angels. And I'm getting that with the peace card, Scolesite. It also looks, and excuse me, it resembles that of an angel wing. I feel like not only are you able to sense them, but you could hear them. And by hearing them, you could hear them physically or you could hear them mentally, like as a form of channeling as well. You're able to pick up on these energies. Subconsciously even, like you may not be aware that you're able to pick up on these energies, but it may come through as like your sensitivity, like that fear, like something's watching you, a bit of anxiety, like you keep looking behind your shoulder, your back, like there's something there, like you feel it and you feel where it is located as well. You sense it, you sense something. I'm getting here, if you want to be heard, learn to listen. So I feel like it's possible that they want your attention. But not only that, it could be that you need to make known what it is that you want for yourself, especially in regards to these spirits, these beings. Like, hey, let them know that I don't want you here. Not to be, you know, harsh or disrespectful. Like, you know, you want to establish those boundaries. You want to make things clear, precise, and known. Establish rules and regulations to abide by, for these spirits to abide by. I feel like you're connecting with earthbound spirits. I'm not getting anything negative. Potentially that may happen later on, but I feel like you'll do your research. Like, I'll try pick another pub for more depth and awareness in regards to this matter. But I feel like you'll learn to do your research on how to handle this. Connect to spirit and nature. Like, you're naturally attuned to this ability. You may have had it all your life without realizing what it truly was. And you tried your best to brush it off, but sometimes it can't be helped. It got the best of you. But I know that you may see this as a curse, but know that with Gift and Rainbow, this is like a blessing in disguise, because you can utilize this ability to help people, to bring closure and harmony to people who need to hear from these departed spirits, perhaps. I feel like with Purse Wallet, this could be established as your career later on, as you learn to better adapt and adjust to these abilities to evolve, develop, and mature here in moderation, especially. Take it one at a time. I feel like you're getting so easily overwhelmed. I feel like you need to, you know, learn to work with this process one step at a time, to not overwork yourself, and also learn to do some self-care. Take care of yourself and your needs. It could be that you're already involved with this matter. You could be very sensitive to certain situations and it's getting the best of you. You know that you're blessed and protected. You know you have this connection with the divine and with energy, the conscious energy, especially of those living and departed. I feel like you need to do things step by step. Like, try not to over-exhume your energy in regards to this ability and matter. You need to take things slow, not overwork yourself. With Two of Wands, I'm getting here, like, you could also be clairvoyant, like, extremely clairvoyant. Like, you can see strong visions, premonitions, prophetic dreams. Let's see, predictions, events, omens. You're able to see things. You're able to pick up things with your visualization, able to see orbs or little tiny sparkles and twinkles of light, multicolor reflective light that pops up randomly from time to time. I feel like that may be an indication here, but either way, make sure you talk to your health professionals, especially about your eyesight, and just in case, make sure things check out fine, etc. And with listening, you might hear ringing in your ear at times. I feel like depends on the pitch and tone, but I feel like the ringing is mostly from your angels and higher beings helping to assist you. When that happens, pay attention to what may pop up in your present circumstance, like as if you're watching something, you're reading something, maybe they want you to focus on that. Pay attention to what is happening there. I feel like it can relay some sort of important information or guidance that may assist you in some way, or if there's a synchronicity pertaining or a thought pertaining to that circumstance in which you hear ringing in your ear, I feel like there might be a connection there. I feel like this is part of, again, your career, a potential career occupation. This is something of value to you, will become of value to you. And I feel like you'll become successful at it if doing so. I feel regardless whether you become successful at it or not, you will feel that success in doing so and doing this because it is of value to you. And I feel like that will lead to blessings and opportunities coming your way. Just remember to not overwork yourself. Take things in moderation and make sure you tend to your self-care, your health, taking breaks, especially not overutilizing your energy. You need stamina and energy to connect with energy, with the divine, the energetic divine, or the divine energy, essentially here. Know that with the gift, you have basically all spiritual abilities embedded, ingrained, instilled within you. And I feel like it can be overwhelming at times. And so you need to learn how to take care of yourself, to rejuvenate yourself, to recharge, to recuperate, especially with nutrition that will help you gather energy and nutrition to help you to be able to utilize energy and connecting with energy, because you need energy to connect with energy in regards to this spiritual aspect here. Let's see. I feel like you're someone who could end up having predictions. Like for some of you, this is a new abilities developing or situation that will happen later on. And if you're already someone who has spiritual abilities, you know this already. I feel like there's going to be something new that will be added to what it is that you already have. I feel like they will increase, they will advance, things will become more prominent in regards to picking up on things. Something new will be added to this. Let's see what else we have here. As a new ability, I feel like you'll be able to find harmony and stability within this circumstance. Also with new ability, there could be a new ability pertaining to clairaudience. Like there's something unique that will happen in regards to your spiritual ability with hearing in some sort of form. It's interesting. Also with throat chakra, I feel like you're a really good communicator. You could be really good with relaying messages from the divine, especially messages from those on an energetic level, channeling, picking up on the energy of those living or departed here in some degree, some capacity here. Bringing forth messages of guidance and wisdom from the divine, that's going to assist you here. But I feel like there's something new in regards to also your clairvoyance, your visualization here, being able to pick up on things visually, and also with your hearing, there's going to be something new, a new experience, a new ability coming forth. I feel like with the Nine of Swords, it's going to shake up your world in some way, but you'll be able to adjust to this. You'll be able to adapt accordingly where necessary. Again, with gift, there's a new ability here. Like you probably already thought you have all, you already have all the abilities. You understand. You're learning to work with it. Well, there's going to be a boost. There's going to be something new added to this that you may have been completely unaware of. Like you are someone who's already pursuing this matter, but something new is going to come forth. I'm getting like it could potentially be really unique, but I feel like it will come forth, especially when you establish better habits of taking really good care of yourself and taking things slow and step by step, because I feel like there's energy required here for this to come forth. So make sure, again, establish that positive habit in taking care of your nutrition, your energy, your vitality, your overall being and physical health. And I feel like something new will come out of this, a new ability in regards to you connecting with the divine and angels. With pursue your true wealth and purse, while I feel like it's going to be something extremely valuable here. Not in a superficial sense. I'm getting like it's really important. It's necessary. And it's very harmonious. It's really good. It's a blessing here. You may not see it as a blessing at first, but in due time you will understand. You will see the blessing, the gift. And know that these gifts are not to like make you feel special or anything. Know that it is special utilizing them to help people with these gifts. Know that everyone is special regardless whether they have abilities or not. It's what they do with them that counts, that matters here. And I feel like you're going to do something truly special in regards with this new ability that comes forth. Not again in a superficial sense. I don't want you to have like, that negative ego here. But I feel like it's important, it's of value, it's healing, and it's helpful. It'll bring forth peace, harmony, closure, forgiveness to people who need it. Alright, so let's check in with your advice. Again, at first it's going to overwhelm you. It's probably going to drive you nuts or crazy. It's going to freak you out, but later on, I feel like you will develop and mature this in due time. You will learn to take better care of yourself with this ability and also to help others in some way. So let's see what we have here. We have dress rehearsal, alternative course choices. So what I'm getting with this, it's something, again, very unique. Alternative here in regards to this ability. Like, you're going to use in a way that no one has ever thought of using this ability in some strange way, but not in a negative sense. But when I say strange, not negatively, it's just something that hasn't been seen before. Again, not to boost your ego or anything. Don't take this superficially or negatively here, or become arrogant because of this. Please understand that this is something that will be of help to people. And that's to be, you know, taken into consideration here. I feel like you'll become successful because of this regardless. But either way, no, keep in mind, I feel like you aren't someone who's superficial anyways. I'm not getting that fully here. Okay, so alternative course choices. There's something that you do. It's very unique. Only you will know this. You will understand this in due time, when the time comes. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Explore. This is new. Here, like with explore here, I feel like this will come about unexpectedly while you're out and about doing something or just focusing on something here. Let me see. Alright, sorry if the lighting is a little bit off. I had to take a pause for a moment. Alright, so what I'm getting here with explore and with dress rehearsal, I'm getting here that you're going to use your spirituality, your new spiritual abilities in a unique way that may pertain to performance arts. Let's see. You're going to also explore your options in regards to other creative talents and endeavors. Self-expression here. You're going to get in touch with a form of self-expression and utilizing your spiritual talents, gifts, and abilities as well. You're also going to not just settle with one thing, not just, excuse me, I feel like you will expand and grow your knowledge and wisdom in regards to spiritual abilities, but I'm also getting you will explore, you know, skills and talents that you have yet to tap into in regards to potentially your creativity and self-expression. I feel like you will do so, but remember to take it one step at a time, which I feel that you will establish here. I guess I was trying to combine will and establish together. I feel that that wish will come true. There we go. But yeah, I feel like you're going to find a way to make your spirituality, your new spiritual abilities accessible for anyone to tap into, in a sense, in regards to your form of entertainment or self-expression. Like, it's going to make sense for people to see you applying that to your self-expression. It's going to be entertaining, but I feel like it's going to be known of other skills and talents, like you're this one-woman show or this one-man show. Like, it's going to awe people, the creativity you're able to muster and master and tap into potentially here. But the advice I'm also getting here, again, you're going to find a unique way to utilize your abilities, and feel free to, you know, explore other talents and skills in the meanwhile. And not, you know, always have to reside in using your spiritual abilities to help people. You can utilize other practices of creativity and self-expression that can also be quite spiritual and also does utilize your spiritual healing abilities in some way. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's see what else we have here. I might pick up on more later on. Okay, so we have manifestation power. Use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. Okay, so this does go with the whole exploring your options, your talents, your skills, because I feel like that's also manifesting and attracting more opportunities, abundance, and even more skills, and maturing your skills your way. I feel like you have a powerful manifestation ability, especially with the rainbow cards too. You attract a lot into your life. I feel like you're able to bring your manifestations into fruition. You're like this alchemist. Whatever you deal with, you're able to create into something. You're able to make something out of nothing as well, in your own unique way. Let's see what else we have here. Last but not least, healthy lifestyle. Archangel Raphael, eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. So again, this talks about establishing healthy habits that is good for you. Doing some self-care, taking care of yourself. Sorry about that, and sorry for the interruptions and the noises you may hear. I feel like this talks about, take breaks, take time for yourself to take care of your needs, your values, your priorities, what is necessary for you and your well-being. Excuse me. You may be very overly indulgent within your creative pursuits, but remember your priorities, taking care of your health, eating healthy. Don't forget to eat. Don't wait till you starve yourself here. You want to find, the right timing, the right schedule for things as well, to the best of your ability here. But also learn to have fun with yourself. You may be very eager and enthusiastic within your utilizing these abilities to your greatest potential, but remember, that takes up a lot of energy, and you need to, make sure you establish really good nutrition in order to support and increase that energy and your stamina to be able to, take on these goals and ambitions and creativity, and especially utilizing your spiritual abilities as well. Let's see what else I'm getting here. I'm also getting here, you could end up being inspired by something that will lead you to a new spiritual ability that you'll be able to connect with whatever it is that you are inspired by, and create something of your own expression, your own endeavor here, out of your own, individuality and originality. It's going to be quite harmonious. And know that, performance arts can also be a form of a spiritual ability, because you're able to, entertain people in a way that uplifts people's soul. So uplifts people in a positive way, in a positive aspect, depending on what your performance is. But it could also open people's mind and awareness. It could also, I'm also getting here, when you watch a movie, you hear a song, you read a book, and there's something that you pick up on within that, and it's like a message that correlates to your circumstance. It's like a synchronicity. So basically that's what it is. Whatever it is that you do artistically relays an important message to people that people are able to connect with and find healing and hope and understanding in some way. It makes them feel like they're not alone. It also helps them to acknowledge what it is that they feel in order to better their choices, better themselves, to take really good care of themselves, to do some self-care and self-love as well. You have that power to you that creation to you. Like you're able, like whatever artistic abilities you do, you give it the room to add, you know, divine insight and messages within these creativities that will affect people, will inspire people, will impact people in some way. It's like a blessing in disguise, or a blessing in general here, that really gets through to people, that helps people. I'm also getting with the Two of Wands, you could also be really good with scrying and picking up on signs, repetitive patterns, synchronicities, omens, being clairvoyant as well. I feel like you have majority of the ability, again with the gift, you have all abilities here. Let's see. So that's what I'm getting for those of you who chose this reading. Like there are alternative ways that you can involve yourself in that's going to, you know, also apply to your spiritual abilities or spiritual circumstances, especially helps to affect and impact people in a positive way. I feel like that's what's going to apply here. What is happening? That's an ability, like another ability that will be added to this here, to your circumstances. Let me see if I'm picking up on anything else. Sorry for the long pauses. So, yeah, also with the throat chakra, goes well with, you know, performance art. So whatever it is that you communicate, you're able to get in touch with your vocals, that's healing, is going to, you know, affect people in a positive way. You could also do something like ASMR. Utilizing your spiritual abilities with ASMR. That could be a really neat talent and might, you know, be in your favor as well. Could help you become even more successful. But very healing to people. It could help soothe people, especially with people who are going through stressful situations. I feel like ASMR can really calm their crown chakra as well. And that helps to also soothe your other chakras and find some sort of alignment. It brings forth comfort. So yeah, let me know if this will resonate with you, if you enjoyed this, if it has helped or healed you in some way. Thank you for watching. I wish you all the best. Much love and light, and take care. Hello to those of you who chose number 5 with the dark blue agate. Let's see what new spiritual abilities will you receive from the divine and their advice on how to deal with them. Alright, so we have lemon, access innovative thinking, effort, and I apologize for any noises you may hear in the background, guide, follow in the footsteps of greatness. We have crown chakra, tourmaline quartz, oneness. You are part of the universe and always will be. We have the chariot, Eight of Swords, Malachite, healing, faith, nostalgia, and for last, we have 4 cards for your divine advice as to how you should deal with, as to how you are to deal with your abilities to help assist you. Okay, so what I'm getting right off the bat with your new abilities, I feel like you could be activating stronger gut instincts or gut feelings, intuitive nudges here, especially with the solar plexus chakra. But I'm also getting like you're developing confidence in and maturing and mastering your abilities. It's a process here. I feel you are definitely becoming in alignment with your connection to the divine and yourself. You have your own unique way of utilizing your abilities to help people, your spiritual abilities. I feel like you are definitely in a work in progress of, using your spiritual abilities to help people. With effort, it may take some time for you to mature them if you haven't already. For some of you, you already recognize their spiritual abilities, but I feel like the new abilities is that I feel like you will learn to better master them or utilize them. With effort, for some of you, I feel like you're putting in the effort to awaken your abilities, to have a better connection with the divine, as well as your faith. With nostalgia, I feel like you have the ability to also connect with past lives. If not past lives, you're able to see karmic cycles. You're able to see people's karma. You're able to read people's karma, is what I'm getting here. Even your own karma. You're able to see those patterns. Also tap into the Akashic realm. So what that is that you're able to once again connect with ancestral wisdom and past lives here. And it doesn't have to necessarily be like through channeling per se. It could be like through information you find. You feel guided to, check out, to click on if you're browsing online. Information that you feel guided. You feel this pull towards. Again, your gut instincts, your gut feelings here. I also feel like you're a really good manifester with the yellow here. Let's see what else I'm getting here. You're definitely here to be of service to people with the Chariot. You could be of someone in service. You could be within the medical field or the law, which you utilize your gut instincts to help you at times. I feel like you're definitely in tune with that. With Eight of Swords, I feel like this could be something that at times may be a little scary or overwhelming for you. But I'm also getting with the Eight of Swords, you're able to tap into your intuition and channel messages. You're able to connect with your crown chakra. And funny enough, we have crown chakra right here. So you are able to channel. Also with gut instincts and gut feelings, with crown chakra, since there's this connection, this correlation in which you're able to know things without logic, without reason. You just know, and all of a sudden it's able to be confirmed and validated with facts, is what I'm picking up on. By that, it could be with your line of work. Like you trust your gut, and it basically ends up being right for you in certain circumstances. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so you don't have to necessarily be involved with law and medical practices here. What I'm getting is that you could just be in general service to people, healing people. You are a healer. You heal people. You can channel, you can connect with the divine. You have that connection. You really get in touch with your depth. You're able to receive wisdom. You probably are able to understand the cycles of your own past life. Find the connection, the correlation of your present circumstances with your past life circumstances, and find the wisdom to help you within your present circumstances. You give people hope and faith. If you are, utilizing your abilities to help people, you definitely put in the time, dedication, effort, hard work, and consistency within utilizing your abilities to be of service. You are this guide. Again, you are this influence, this spiritual influence. You also inspire people to, do better, to live their life to the fullest, to live their life in the best way possible that's best suited for them. You want to inspire people. Also, you have a way of tapping into people inspiring people, and bringing them nostalgia, that sense of nostalgia here. Like there's something about you that helps people connect with their inner child as well as their past, something from their past that they enjoy. And you're able to, you know, tap into their inner child and give them that hope and possibility. Be that positive influence and inspiration. And you definitely put in your dedication to. I feel like you are someone who is faithful and loyal to being the spiritual teacher and guide for people. You're definitely a healer. You're definitely one to be of service and to maintain integrity, morality, and ethics here. You know when and how to isolate yourself and shield yourself from energies that don't serve you. I feel like this could be a work in progress, or you're starting to learn and develop this, mature it. Let me see what else I'm getting here. I feel like you could also, again, with clear cognizance, crown chakra, you're able to receive insight and clarity to things. You're able to also find confirmation and validation in regards to what you pick up on instinctually and intuitively. Let's see what else. You do your best, once again, to help people to the best of your ability. You remind people of something, once again, from the past that taps into their inner child. That they enjoy, that they appreciate. Alright, so let's see what advice we have here. So I'm also getting here, like, you may deny this ability for some of you. It may stress you out. It may freak you out that you're able to pick up on this information without reason. You may also receive, like with channeling, random thoughts that are not of your own thinking, not of your own thoughts, like this inner voice. It could come through as your own voice, but it's not of your own thought process. It could come in as another voice, etc. It freaks you out, and it's like you want to have nothing to do with this at times. I feel like it becomes out of your control, and I feel like that's happening because it's helping you to acknowledge the situation and to find the resources, knowledge and wisdom in order to, you know, have better control over it. So if you're having difficulty with this matter, it's because you need to find the resources that will help assist you in, you know, maintaining balance and discipline and structure with these abilities, and not let it bombard you and overwhelm you and get the best of you. That's what I'm getting here as well. It may freak you out at times. Heck, even my own abilities tend to freak me out at times as well. So you're not alone in that. But despite that, I feel like you're going to be able to tap into those abilities and utilize it to help people. I'm also getting here, like, there's some things you don't want to know. You don't want to see coming. And I understand that. I've been there as well. And you try to brush it off, but only to the point where it becomes valid and confirmed. I feel like you have that strong connection with the divine, that there's no going back to the way things used to be. You may want to try to block yourself off from this, but it's not an option anymore, because you know you're meant to utilize these abilities to help people in the right direction, because you understand that things happen for a reason, and it's to bring forth hope and faith, a renewed sense of faith and understanding, the oneness, the connection of it all, the reason of it all, the bigger picture, to see the bigger picture. And at times it is conflicting because of the pain and the suffering and the struggle that comes through, and knowing that it's all part of the divine plan. And it feels unfair at times. It feels complicated to digest and process and accept. But there's a part of you that knows deep down that this is what it is. It's just the natural way of things. And you're able to learn from those experiences and try to find a way to help people in those circumstances as well. All right? Like, you don't want to keep people too stuck on the past to be able to understand the lesson out of everything, and even through the difficult circumstances that even we too at times want to, you know, ignore and refuse to accept. But I still feel like you're going to deal with it regardless. Like, there's no choice but to put up with it, to deal with it, and to know that we do have the perseverance and the endurance to, you know, carry onward in the right direction, to be able to see the lesson in these difficult circumstances that we have a difficult time trying to accept, but be able to learn from it, to see the lesson, to gain wisdom, and to hopefully be there for other people in need, who are struggling as well, who are going through these complicated situations, whatever that may be. Even if it is about losing someone precious to you, someone close to you, a family friend, or etc. Like, having to recognize the signs. It's definitely a difficult process to handle, but still being able to gather the wisdom and the lesson from it in order to help you move forward and appreciate what is in front of you now and what you can do with what you have with you right now to help someone, to help others that are like you going through this process. You are not alone whatsoever. That's what I'm getting here. You want to find a way to bring forth hope and not to keep people stuck in the past, to be able to find closure, peace, and healing, to be able to find ways to cope no matter what happens, to be able to cope, because this is something that you can't just let go of. This is something that you can't change, and no matter how hard and difficult and just traumatic it is to deal with and accept, you know that there's still ways to cope, to heal, to push onward for the better, and you want to help guide people in that way as well. So here's some divine advice to help you with this process, with this journey. All right? We have spring, awakening, projects, renewal. I'm getting that with the yellow here. I feel like something new will come about of this experience, and it will help you move in the right direction. It would help you to let go, find peace and clarity of any past situations in order to embrace the present, to appreciate your present moment, to appreciate your life, your well-being, and of that around you and of those around you. To see what is precious, what is of value to you, what matters to you, and to do what you can to, you know, take care of that. Learn something new. Correlates with what I was just speaking. Definitely confirms this. I feel like you have that ability to learn from anything that comes about. Like, you want to learn. You don't want to stay stuck in the past. You don't want that to hold you back anymore. Even the struggle, like, I feel like even when it comes back to attack you, any past issues, any difficult issues, any trauma, anything that triggers you and causes you to have an anxiety attack or a panic attack due to a loss even, you do your best to learn from the situation, find a way to find resolve in order to appreciate the positive that you can cling to, hold on to deal with, and to make your circumstances better and those around you, to help. I feel like no matter what happens, you want to learn from the situation in order to do better, to be better, and to live better, because you see the value in those around you, closest to you, and in your own well-being. You're willing to absorb knowledge and wisdom, to be able to find some sort of closure and to be able to cope with your circumstances, to be able to better adapt and persevere through anything that comes your way, to handle situations more accordingly, to be all the more wiser. And we have fairies. You have a strong bond with the fairies, and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. So I feel like with fairies here, you have this magical quality to you. Your appearance may be magical in some way as well. Like there's something about you that's magical, that may be uplifting and positive for people as well as healing. But deep down, you know the dark side to life. You find a way to incorporate it with what is magical here. You find a way to bring balance, to help people find clarity and understanding through the dark and the light. You know, you don't want to sugarcoat things. You don't want to, give this false ideal, that everything's all sunshine and rainbows. But you understand that there is sunshine and rainbows after a difficult storm, after a crap storm. You're able to see the beauty that comes afterwards and be able to, emphasize that importance, the rainbow that comes after a storm. All right. You're also someone in tune with nature. You can read omens in nature as well. You're really connected with the elements, especially within nature. That's what I'm picking up on. You may also have an aesthetic for magical things, mystical things. And for fairies, herbs, plants. You may like to deal with apothecaries, spell work, magic, manifestation. I feel like it's all in your favor. You could tap into those tools and resources to help you as well. Or do something that definitely is quite magical, that taps into your inner child with nostalgia, to utilize something with it to bring forth healing and upliftment. I feel like you definitely have that quality, that ability you are developing here. And hello from heaven. Archangel Azrael, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. So I relate with the circumstances very much, and this just confirms that, hey, you're not alone, and the loved one that you may have lost is still there. Like we all know that we can't see them, but we can sure as heck feel them, sense them, know that they are still who they are, especially on the other side, being in a much more positive and peaceful manner here. Know that they are at peace. They're doing all right. You don't need to cling to the suffering of their loss anymore. It is difficult to know that, they should be here. They should be in the physical, still living their life to the fullest here. And it's hard to deal with that. But I feel that, they're doing all right on the other side. And you understand this. You understand the concept of all that happens. And you know that they are there. And they're no longer suffering, all right? Know that this adversity is not yours alone. And you are not alone. So I feel like you'll find a way to cope through this. You'll be able to, find ways to help, not just yourself but others through these circumstances, especially of loss, if this may apply to you. Or this may also apply that you are someone who's able to channel divine energy and the energy of those who are living and departed. And deep down you know that, you're able to connect to the other side of the veil, the spiritual plane, the spiritual realm, and deep down intuitively that there is another side. There is more to life after death. And you're able to connect. You're able to see beyond the veil. That is an ability you have. Guys, know that this is truly so difficult to deal with. But again, with the fairies card and this, it's like you have that power to you that, you know, there's going to be trauma. There's no going back. There's no changing what has transpired, and nothing will ever be the same. Things won't ever be the same. And with the fairies card, you know, whether, you know, no matter the trauma that arises, there's always hope to be able to help you to cope in situations here. I feel like that trauma will always linger, but there'll always be something to help you to cope through the circumstances and to better establish peace and closure. Know that your trauma isn't yours alone. And what you have is truly a blessing to help people with as well. Alright, so that's what I'm getting for those of you who chose this reading. I feel like this experience will also help you to move and step into your calling, to follow your goals and your ambitions. It definitely triggered you. I feel like if you've gone through this loss, it's going to trigger you to take action towards what is of value to you and to take care of what is of value to you, to appreciate it and to appreciate yourself and do your best to live your life to the fullest and not keep yourself sheltered and closed off from what matters to you anymore. Alright? You're freeing yourself from anything toxic holding you back anymore and honoring what is precious and what is of value and the lessons you learn from any hardships and circumstances. That's what I'm getting here. So, yes, let me know if this will resonate. I feel like you will always have faith. You will, you know, this situation will take a chunk of your soul, will take a chunk of your faith if you have suffered a loss like I have. And it's really difficult for that to be whole again, but you will still have your sense of faith. It will still be there. It's just things are going to need to be adjusted and adapted differently from then on, from here on, I feel. Like your faith will still remain. It's going to take some time for it to fully recuperate, but it will, and it will definitely lead you in the right direction. Again, that trauma will always remain, but there's always, you know, your faith there to help you to find hope and to help you to cope with your circumstances. You'll be pursuing something that's going to help you cope with your circumstances. This is something that you will always learn from, but don't let it hold you back. I feel like if anything, it will push you forward to take action for doing what is truly best for you, because life is really precious. And I don't think you want to waste any more time. Alright, you're going to definitely get in touch with your inner child and positive aspects here. And I feel like, you know, your faith will be restored. If anything, this will help you to increase your sense of faith and well-being. Will push you to do more for yourself than you have ever done before. Potentially here I'm feeling. Again, people's circumstances are going to apply differently here. So keep that in mind. So yes, and follow the footsteps of greatness. And I feel like you're going to pave that way for others. You're going to lead by example, and you're going to have that effect on others. And you're going to start to see those around you to follow in suit. Alright, so yes, let me know if this will resonate. if this has helped or healed you in some way. Thank you for watching. I wish you all the best. Much love and light, and take care.